Hey everybody, Jeff with Covet the Camper. Well, today's demo day, so starting to tear out the dinette. Gonna remove all the bunk bed stuff that I put in when I did that modification. Get all the bracing and the bolsters and stuff taken out, and I'm gonna remove this dinette altogether, get it out of the slide room, and that'll give me better access to whatever's underneath there, so I can get the slide room unbolted from the rack and pinion mechanism and the happy jack ram. Get that all unbolted, and I'm going to build a little rack outside for the slide out to sit on. So build that rack, be about 80 inches wide by 3 feet deep, or 80 inches long by 3 feet wide. And after I get everything removed from the slide room, we can just pull that room out and set it right on top of that rack, and it'll sit there. I'll secure it with some straps, and it'll sit there while I'm doing the work. We can kind of, scoot it out of the way a little bit, but once the dinette's removed here, it should, this room should only weigh, maybe 200 pounds, probably less. And of course, I'm going to remove the slide out topper and all the brackets and stuff from the outside. So I'm gonna go get started removing this dinette. Just got the cushions off, and I removed the that little cantilever table, and get everything unscrewed from the floor and from the walls, and get these seats pulled out. I had this cool tray here. It's just like a little Rubbermaid tray with some diamond tread on it. It's just plastic, but for the outdoor shower, that's what we'd use. We stand on it while you use the outside shower, and you can stay clean. Pretty cool, just a little diamond tread plastic tray. I think I got it at Walmart. You can see how that was mounted just through the window mounting bracket holes. Right there. These machine screw and T-nut were what I had this bolster mounted to behind the dinette back, the seat back, and another one here, and then there's, well, you can't really see them. They're back inside here. Another one there, and one there. There's one there. And one there, and then of course the mounting screws back in there that secure it to the framework around the slide out. All that needs to come out. I'm going to remove all this stuff now and just kind of lighten up the slide out room a little bit, so when I go to take it out, it's not it's just as light as I can make it. With the slide room in, you can see all the screws that I use to secure it. There are some through bolts with T-nuts that go all the way through, and then I just added some extra ones going into the wood 1x2s that are inside the framework of the seat back. All those have to come out, and all of these have to come out, and I can start removing these bolsters for the bunk bed. So I've got the seat top taken off on this side here. Everything's unbolted from the floor, so it's loose from the wall. I think there might be some screws underneath here between the panels. So I might have to pop off one of these little panels here to. I'm pretty sure that there's some screws going through that 1x2 that's on the bottom there, probably on that side too. So I'll go ahead and pop those panels off and get those last couple screws undone, and then get this whole thing out of here. Cosmetic panel, once that's off, you have access to the screws that are mounting the rest of this dinette base to the floor. Same thing over here. Get all the staples out. Six screws. These panels, these are different sizes so you won't get them mixed up. More screws up against the wall here. So there's screws up in here to this wall. There's screws down here all along the base, all the way around, and then there's screws going into the seat back as well. And once those are all out, this whole piece comes out. We can take this outside now. There's that. That's it for that. Alright, so looks like again we have to pop this interior trim panel, this piece of Luan off. Trim panel comes loose. We got those. Alright, so on this dinette piece, there's a screw that comes in from the back side of the seat back, but I can't get to it from the sliding window because it's up here, yeah, because the bulkhead's in the way. So got one of these 90-degree ratchets with a Phillips head bit. Once I get it out far enough, I should be able to turn it by hand. Okay. And the rest of this should come loose. So it's no surprise to me how these things are put together, but I'll just show you, you know, staples, or staple, one staple. That's why this is so flimsy, and some screws. You know, they're just trying to save weight. There's no brace in the back corner. It's just all screwed to the wall. You know, and then the 1x2s down here. That's it. You know, it's just 1x2, and this little 1x1 1.25, and these little dudes right here with a little bit of Luan on them. That's it. This corner trim is just a slot. It slides down in there and holds the corner together like that. That's it. So if you're doing anything like this, tearing anything out, just document how everything looks. Because when you go to put it back together, you know, you're going to forget. It's not going to be, you know, right away. You're not going to be doing it the same day or even within a couple of days probably. So just document how it's all put together so you can go back and look to see how it's all done. That way it goes back together, you know, the way it was taken apart. You know, unless you're doing something like a full remodel where you're not you know, maybe you're not putting the dinette back in, maybe you're putting a sofa in, or, you know, a couple of recliners or a recliner, something like that. So just depends on what you're doing, but document it so in case it does go, you know, if it does have to go back, it can go back the right way. All right, so while we're in here with all this torn off, all this carpet's going. We're gonna rip all that green carpet up. So that's my cue to be done till it cools off a little bit. It's hot in here. So got the dinette torn out and that little bit of carpet taken out. And tomorrow I'll go ahead and figure out what I need to do to get this get the slide room out. So you know, all of this has to come down. That's easy. And the T-molding that's behind it, that comes down. The topper, the slide out topper, needs to come off. And get this slide room out and start making the real repair, which is getting that frame fixed. So anyway, keep watching, stay tuned, because there's a lot more to come. Once I tear into it, I know there's going to be, you know, some other things I'm going to have to repair. I just don't know how much. But anyway, stay tuned, keep watching, and should be, you know, quite the journey. I'll see you on the next one. Later.